Hello there, and welcome back to the Ottomans. Last time, well, we vassalized Serbia and Bosnia and also, well, the Addons. We annexed Wallachia and the Byzantines, and other than that, we didn't really do much. We fought a small war with Georgia, we slowed their troops pieced out. Now Crimea is simply easily running over them, and hopefully this time I'll be able to show you the cheesy mechanics I was talking about. But I'm really tempted now, or I'm kind of torn really, to be... should I try and make allies with Aragon, or should I rather try and, well, to be perfectly honest, go for the annexation of Serbia? And I'm currently most likely going for simply take Serbia. Castile does have some allies in Portugal and Burgundy, but that's it. If that stays the same, then I have nothing to fear. England is currently an interesting target, but I'm pretty sure Portugal will become war leader, then we'll have a war with Castile and Aragon as well. Not interesting right now. As I said, what we'll be trying to do is achieve religious unity, which basically is to convert all the lands. We'll also allow war extortion to go down the way it should go, and hopefully we'll be able to unlock the Deus Vault. Simply to, well, I'll take this for two reasons. First of all, so I won't actually have to lose too many wars to simply lower relations, but also due to the fact that this will be more... Basically, it will be worth it because I won't actually have to use a diplomat every now and again to simply get myself a casus belli. I've had casus belli on most of Europe this way, so that's not a problem. Missionaries will also be important if I annex big vassals of a different faith or the wrong faith, which I definitely will also be doing down the line. So it's definitely probably the best idea to take for me first, and military tech is definitely also important to get up. But once we're basically even in the beginning, so as long as I keep up with Europe, or stay ahead of them even, I'll be fine. But for now, we'll just focus on getting Granada and Serbia annexed ASAP and get ourselves to diplomatic tech 6 so I can build an embassy and we can get that extra diplomat. So that's our plan. We'll see if it all works out. I guess we'll try to get ourselves some unions with hopefully Crimea and Algiers. Can't promise anything, and well, of course the Mamluks decided to start causing some trouble for me once again. Not really that much of a problem, rather than annoyance. And of course we also have to save money if we want to actually have the money to build that embassy. So we'll just do that. We'll probably fight the Mamluks, but once again, they're not high on my list, to be honest. Castile, Aragon, Portugal, France, England, Scotland, Norway are all higher up and needs to be dealt with before they start colonizing. So we'll see if that is possible to pull off or not. There we go, the national ideas, level 4. We are allowed another group of ideas, and we'll go for the religious ones, of course. We'll simply have to wait until 400 points, and then we can start causing some more trouble, which is also why I want to annex Granada and Serbia ASAP, so I can actually start causing trouble, because by annexing them, we'll be able to, well, get a free casus belli, so I won't actually lose any admin points on declaring war. But for now, I still have to wait or keep a look in England. Pretty sure they're still pretty damn weak. They do have still rebel issues. Yeah, they're pretty weak, but they do have the manpower, so I could still change it, turn it around. But I'm also kind of certain that they won't. And once they actually, once the independence guaranteed actually runs out, we'll probably go simply after Scotland. Then it's just as simple, and all I really have to do is take one province to be able to declare war on everyone there. So once again, for now, focus on getting Granada and Serbia next, and that's it. We'll probably have to wait a decade, but we should be fine. Not surprisingly, the Austrians have already enacted imperial reform, kind of annoying. Also, it's 2 more years until I can start the annexation of Granada. Also, a funny little thing to note down here, Fez, of all people, have, well, been reborn, and I can and I will use their cause to take North Africa. This is once again the hilarious effect of the AI not really knowing what to do here. 26 aggressive expansion, the Austrians decided I'm too much a threat to be left alone, and most likely the Hungarians will join in to that annoyance. They are outraged towards me, once again not really making that much sense, but not really much to do that makes sense, if that makes sense, but well, let's stop there. Standardized pikes, level 5. Combat with increased by 2, infantry shock with 0.5. I can now use Azab infantry, which actually makes the fact that I allow these guys to be alive pretty damn useless. But we'll upgrade to the Azabs, and with that we have a new army that will probably breed pretty soon. Aragon actually entered a military coalition against us as well. Once again with less than 10 years of aggressive expansion. And I could potentially simply use those to my advantage and, well, screw everyone over by attacking Trebizond. They don't actually have any allies, releasing a minor, and then basically solve this issue. And I'm actually quite tempted to do so. The only problem is, once again, I don't have a casus belli, so we'll simply wait until my administrative power reaches the level. I'll probably start the annexation of Granada. Serbia is in 61, I believe. Then I can start the annexation. Yeah, 22nd of September, 22nd of March. So we'll wait until we can start the annexation of Granada, and then we'll declare war on Trebizond, lose on purpose. And it's basically just so I can show you how easy it really is to lose aggressive expansion. We'll probably just release 2 minors for the sake of losing all of it, and that should definitely prove how ridiculously simple it is. And as you can see, a religious idea, permanent casus belli against neighboring heathens and heretics. We have gained holy wars again as well. A lot of people, Athens, Corfu. Kind of weird that we didn't actually get it against Ragusa, but well, it works. Corfu of all people, yeah, we actually got it on these guys. I could potentially drag, well, Venice into this, but I don't really want to yet. There's no real reason for me going after all these small islands. The Mamluks have apparently taken Crete, which also is kind of weird. But as I said, we'll focus now on getting Serbia and Granada next, and then we'll start the second series of wars. As you can see, diplomatic tech 4 has been reached, and we're currently moving troops to, well, the border, as it were, to find the Trebizonds. They actually have taken an extra province, which could potentially... well, it's annoying, but it has to be dealt with. I won't actually take its stability when I can just sacrifice 700 manpower instead. It wouldn't make sense to actually do so, and I would be annoyed at myself. But, well, I could just go ahead and build my army up a little bit more. Doesn't really pose a threat. If I have a 24,000 man standing army and about 20,000 man mercenary army, I should be fine. I could of course build another 12,000 man standing army, and considering that my army force limits are actually that, I probably will. And we'll probably send these guys over to Granada pretty soon for purpose of war, and that should help. But now again, I'll do the simple thing here and show you what I mean about it's the cheesy way of solving problems. It definitely is, because there is no real other way to call it. It's the cheesiest way to solve this. I get piety for simply declaring war, possibly once again, and I'll probably get some extra simply for finishing this. But as you can see, we'll hunt down that army, simply destroy it to just solve all our issues here at once. But once again, I get the always get the mountain bonuses against me, it seems. But that's probably me being biased towards this game, because it seems to like to screw me over every now and again. And I always notice when it screws me over, but never when it's actually being friendly to me. So for now, we'll just go, as I said, get the sieges over. Armenia is back. The Armenian nationalists, they are very mean. They won't actually stay down, which is kind of good. A lot of blue gold, they shall have it. As you can see, I've started the annexation of the Grenadans. We are 10% on our way, 115 a month, pretty good. So we have that going for us, which is pretty great. We can also very soon start the annexation of Serbia. So we should aim at actually getting the sieges done quickly, but it seems like the add-ins are helping out. The Serbians not so much, but it should be fine. We'll just wait and see what happens. There we go, I'm finally done. As you can see, I'm actually 1.5 years behind schedule, and that actually ended up being the result of, well, Trebizond getting this one, which I didn't actually notice until these two, which already sieged. I had to get fleet, I had to get everything, and all actually turned out to go to hell, but fair enough. Religious idea, advanced missionaries +1, I now have 2, and we'll of course send them out to duty. I have been completely submerged in this, but let's take a quick look on the aggressive expansion table here. As you can see, Moldavia is actually the ones that have the most with 70. Hungary is less than 30, Austria as well. Ireland, it's actually very bad to do it now because, well, I don't actually many that cares about my aggressive expansion, so we'll just release one to show how the system actually works. To go off tribute, you, as you see here, even though they don't actually like it, you are trumping through your terms because they are utterly defeated. So I'll simply go ahead here and release, I think we'll go ahead and release, let's see here, Dulkadir, no. We want to release someone very small, very weak. We'll go ahead and release Mentes. There is no chance that anyone will actually get up or start trouble with them. As you can see, Mentes has been released, and I have reconquest on them, so I'll simply eat them in 5 years. Doesn't sound that bad now, does it? If we go and look here now on the tables, as you can see here, Moldavia now have 40. They had 70. Austria, everyone who hated me, does not hate me anymore. Like magic. So as you can see, if you do this with 5 provinces, you get minus 150 aggressive expansion. And you really have to work hard to get 150 aggressive expansion in one war. So this can be used every 5 years, every truce basically. And as such, you are basically free to remove a lot of aggressive expansion very, very quickly. And as you might imagine, by simply doing a very easy procedure as this, you can get rid of the coalitions without even trying. And as such, it's really not that difficult. You'll get one province minor. If you release them next to each other, they can ally with each other. But it's exceedingly rare that these guys actually manage to ally with anyone. They could potentially ally themselves with the Mamluks, but I do seriously doubt that. I'm pretty sure the distance modifiers will be too high, annoying, whatever you want to call it, for that to actually work. But it might. So I won't actually rule that out. But as you can see, we do have the money now for our embassy. All that remains now is simply to save up what remains for the diplomatic tech. So that's all that remains now, to wait for the integration. Of course, I forgot to start the annexation of Serbia. I do have a tendency to do this, but for now, as you can see here, Serbia will be annexed in 7 years. Grenada will be done in 3, so we'll probably go for straight out for war in Castile in 3 years. And I'm a little bit concerned here who they're allied with now. England, Burgundy and Portugal. Once again, not really any threatening. The problem here is that they do have the Canaries, so it could be very difficult or very annoying to try and actually snatch them. But I will at least take Galicia and release them as a vassal. And I'll probably also aim at taking Navarre and release them as a vassal as well. Basically, give myself 2 new vassals, eat the coastline, continue. Might even release Grenada again. I'll seriously have to consider what we'll do here, but I'll probably keep these 3 and simply use Navarra and Galicia as my, well, I guess I should call them stomping grounds and simply eat my way through Castile, Portugal and Aragon. We'll see how it goes, but for now we'll simply wait for the annexation to finish up more or less. Military attack 6 has been reached, military attacks by 0.25, combat increased by 2 and infantry shock by 0.3. Once again, a very good thing. Also, funny thing here, Castile is only level 4. So if we were to attack now, we'd probably win pretty good. We're actually pretty damn equal in troops, as we can see. Ottomans 36,000, Castile 34. They also have a manpower advantage. So unless we can actually get them to attack us, we'd probably end up in some problems here, especially since Portugal has troops as well. And also potentially, yeah, of course, Burgundy and England. But I'm pretty sure they won't actually get down here. England still has their rebel issues. And as such, I might actually consider attacking them instead. But once again, Castile will definitely be war leader, and as such, we'll have Burgundy and everyone else to deal with even so. But of course, if we can just catch one of their armies off guard near the border, then we'd of course have a much easier time with dealing with this. And once we actually convert everything, it'll definitely be easier to deal with as well. Also, as things are now, I might actually wait a little bit, because as you can see, Aragon is potentially a ally. To be honest, if I can ally Aragon and then declare war on Castile, Castile will have 2 fronts to worry about. I can use basically the Aragonese to wear down the Castilian troops, and hopefully we all can live happily ever after. I'm also still making quite a lot of money, so I can hire mercs if everything goes to hell. I do have 36,000 men, well, standing ready, more or less, and even if I go full maintenance, I'm still making money, so I don't actually have anything to worry about on that case. Also, now we get another idea, as you can see here. Ottoman idea advanced, Ottoman tolerance. Tolerance of heathens plus 3, and also religious unity plus 33%. This is a pretty damn good idea, because it basically means that you won't actually have any religious, problems with religious unity for most of the remainder of the game. And that will definitely help. Of course, stability cost will also help quite a bit, to be honest. So both of those are pretty damn sweet. But what really will topple the scales to our advantage here is Ghazi. The Warriors of Fate flock to your banner to help you fight the infidels. Triple manpower increase religious wars. We'll only be fighting religious wars, and that means that we'll have triple manpower, and we'll basically have triple manpower everywhere we go. Crimea wants me to fight who? I do not want to fight them. Aragon left the military coalition. Good. We could potentially, as I said, try and make friends with them. I'll probably give it a little bit of a shot before I declare war on Castile. We'll have to see. But for now, that's the plan. We'll see how it works out. There we go, Granada integrated. We have a holy war against Castile. And I'm a little bit unsure if the Aragonese will actually hate me more for this. Aggressive expansion, of course. But if they actually decide to improve our relations, then we could potentially get an alliance with them. I'm pretty sure they'll actually do that if I simply do that myself. We'll do a quick little check to be sure. But for now, we'll take the diplomatic tech, level 5, basic financial instruments. Trade efficiency plus 10% and trade range increased by 200. A little bit of boost to the economy. Nothing more really, but it should help. Are these guys boosting my opinion of them? No, they're not. Doesn't seem like they're actually aiming to, but as I can say, I cannot ally with them because we need a positive opinion. But once again, it doesn't really make that much sense. Aragonese opinion about the Ottomans. Well, now it does, but it didn't up until this point. But Castile is still, I believe, only allied with our war with Scotland, Minster, France, Armagnac. Well, this kind of tips the scale in favor of war. Sorry, Castile, you are basically now in harm's way because of the fact that you are, well, to be honest, a delicious target. If Portugal joins, then I'll actually try and eat Porto and Coimbra, I think. Possibly even Beira. I'll try to take the coastline and also the islands. I believe Portugal has another island up here, so I might actually take exploration or something like that as my second idea, simply to find it. Basically, I'm planning to lock everyone out of the Americas too, if possible. So we'll see how that goes. But for now, we'll just get ready for war against Castile next time. We're unfortunately out of time. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.